Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ridwan Kapasi, and I'm the moderator of Tapbit Global, official moderator of Tapbit Global. I'm very excited. Like every week, we are doing an event, EMA, with the different projects. And today, we are very excited because our new project, just listed on yesterday, is QuantixAI. Did I say it correctly, right?
Yeah, Quantix AI, so like Quantix artificial intelligence.
Okay, perfect. So, Jake, before we start, I want to hear who you are and what you're doing. Can you introduce yourself to us, please?
Yeah, hey everybody. My name is Jake Seltzer. I am the managing director at Quantix Capital. And a little bit about myself. I have worked in the crypto space for 5 years, created one of the first neobanks on chain, and yeah, started Quantix Capital about 4 years after that. Was head of investments and OTCs for a subsidiary in Bangkok Bank, and have been running Quantix Capital ever since I left there. We are a Web3 incubation and innovation. We invest into a lot of projects in the space. A lot of you, I'm sure, have heard of some projects like NFAI and NFA Labs, as well as projects like MTMS Network, which is a educational institutional tool. So we've invested quite heavily into the space, and we also are very, very excited to have and showcase some of our partners in this AMA as well.
Okay, thank you very much. So we are talking with the first hand now, so it means that we are very excited also. We're double excited. The reason is we're gonna ask the questions from the first hand, so we're gonna hear everything from the first hand. So, Jake, can you tell me, please? Like many people are wondering, and like me, for example, when I checked your white paper, when I checked your website, I saw many informations there, but I wanted to clarify from you that can you just briefly like tell us with a couple of words that what is Quantix and what the purpose and mission?
Yeah, so very simply, Quantix AI was developed by Quantix Capital. And so around that product, we actually created the QAI token. And so, really, what that is, it's an Ethereum based asset that's really aimed at optimizing the liquidity within our trading ecosystem. And so, really, it uses quantitative models like ARIMA and GARCH, and it really uses a lot of machine learning techniques like SVM, LSTM to drive its trading strategies. And so, one thing that's really unique about us is we actually use real time data ingestion and sentiment analysis to really drive. And so at the core of that is our Apache Kafka and Bird and market insights. And so really what we've developed is an advanced risk management and high frequency trading capability system. And so Quantix AI really ensures that we have precise execution. And a lot of that is backed by sort of our sophisticated infrastructure and really in regards to that as well, compliant driven order management systems.
Oh, I think that's very clear answer. Thank you very much. And I got in my pocket what you are telling. This is perfect. So my another question is, of course, well, around me is personal. This question I think a little bit personally. Around me, there are lots of people as are wondering and questioning me. So what services you are giving? What opportunities or advantages you're offering to people?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. Thank you. So, really, right now, what we've done with Quantix AI is we've built an infrastructure that's designed for high frequency trading. And I'm sure as an exchange, you kind of understand with a lot of the API mechanisms, right? And so, what we've done is we've utilized ultra low latency technology to ensure this rapid and precise execution of trades. And so, within that, we've developed a very advanced sort of risk management framework. So, we use everything from like VAR models and stress testing mechanisms to protect portfolios against market volatility. And I'm sure a lot of you are kind of seeing that now with what's going on with Bitcoin. And so we've done a lot of like insured optimized trading performance. So really, in short, I guess to answer that question is we've kind of created a dynamic data driven sort of ecosystem. And really, our goal is to provide a superior trading efficiency and risk management system that allows traders and investors, much like the users on Tapit, to kind of seek and maximize the returns in such volatile markets. And I think we've seen a lot of that given the current market conditions now.
Okay, thank you. I think it's very useful answer also. So, as you know that as a moderator, my principle and my rule is when I get the question, when I make the prepare the questions, I'm always thinking myself, I'm a potential investor, right? That's why I'm always looking with that eyes. So my other question is about that. When I checked your website and white paper, something has caught my eyes, and so it says that in your white paper, it says that core principle of Quantix Capital. What does it mean? Can you tell us a little bit about your principles?
Yeah, so I think one thing that often gets lost in the space, especially, is that as a business, you have to operate on a set of either ethical principles or a set of principles that really drives the vision of your company, right? And so, one thing about Quantix Capital is we really kind of rely ourselves on four core principles, and that's really innovation, and you see that in the technologies that we're sort of building, especially within Quantix AI. Really, also, we really pride ourselves on transparency. It's one of the things that we talk about with a lot of the projects. I mean, especially with, I'm sure the NFA community can attest, and a lot of our community can attest as well, as that we really pride ourselves in transparency, and we try to make ourselves as available to the communities as possible. We also understand that risk management is a big one, right? Obviously, we understand that this is people's hard earned money and that there's a lot of assets at stake here. And so we take a lot of pride, and we also want to safeguard people as well. So risk management is kind of a big pillar. And then really the last thing is sort of client centricity. And within that, we kind of simplify that into one word is, we're part of the community. And so we want to value what the community says. We want to be part of that community, and we really take to heart what people say. And so that's why you kind of see us very active in our Telegram group here on Twitter. And I think that kind of reflects into our follower account, and I think you also see that with sort of the engagement within our posts is we really try to pride ourselves on being different, especially as a fund. I think there's a lot that kind of goes on, and a lot of funds aren't very clear on their intentions. And so, I mean, especially with what we've done with the QAI community, and what we continue to do with the NFAI community, and I think we really try to pride ourselves on being really transparent, which is incredibly different, and being community centric.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much again. So, I'm also wondering, in the when that infrastructure and the technology are required to like to be all those works together, and it should be perfectly works. So no any fault. It's because it's to be like faultless. So it means that. Can you tell us about a little bit about your technology infrastructure and team, please?
Yeah, so a little about our technology. I'm going to do my best to try to simplify it, right? Because I think on a certain complexity level, it is somewhat difficult to understand AI based products if you don't really have that technical understanding. But really, our technology and infrastructure is built to handle complex and sort of speed required high frequency trading, and within that is obviously real time decision making. So, again, kind of touching on some of our core techniques, we've used sort of machine learning algorithms and quantitative models, which is where the name Quantix really comes from, is derived from quants trading. So, we use models like ARIMA, GARCH, and LSTM to sort of analyze this vast amount of market data, and so a lot of this is supported by real time data ingestion. And so at the core of our technology is Apache Kafka, which allows us to really process this market data from multiple sources with almost instant sort of results. And so within that as well, we have an OMS, which is our essentially our order management system. And this really allows for precise trading execution, low latency, and high efficiency. And really, on top of that, within our risk management framework, we have a pretty sophisticated value at risk, which I'm sure a lot of you guys know as VAR models. And so we've stress tested this, and obviously within the stress testing, there's sort of protecting portfolios from volatility. And kind of within that, I think maybe it's kind of good to speak a little bit about our team, right? So our team is made up of sort of quantitative finance individuals, blockchain experts, and experts in AI. You can find more information about our team on our website, quantixcapital.xyz. And I think you guys can actually find there. We have some individuals from institutional finance, whether it's subsidiaries of institutions, BlackRock individuals, and JP Morgan, and just kind of a number of individuals from large financial institutions who have kind of gone in from the Web 2 and traditional finance sector into Web 3. So that's something that we really pride ourselves on is our ability to kind of translate from traditional finance into Web 3 technologies and Web 3 finance, which we believe to be the future of sort of DeFi and CeFi.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, as I said that I feel myself, I'm a like potential investor, right? So this question is about my feelings. It's into like it's include my feelings because even though this is a new project, we can't say it's too long, but it was very impressed with me that the spindle you captured. So you started with 0.2 dollars roughly, and now you're around like $71. So what do you attribute this very sharp rise to? So this has impressed me unbelievable.
Yeah, so one of the really amazing things is we actually launched at 20 cents. And so we're actually up as of date about 38,000% right now. And really from my personal opinion, right? And obviously I'm sure others will have different opinions, but I think it's really a testament to the trust that people have kind of placed in our team, our technology, and our vision. I think we've really separated ourselves from what a lot of people perceive to be traditional Web3 products, and so really from the beginning we've worked hard to kind of build something that's not just innovative but reliable, right? And so I think a lot of our success comes from the strong community we've built around us, and huge shout out to the NFA community for being so active and really being part of our future here. And so also I believe it a lot of it comes from our commitment to transparency and creating real world cases. We've just been super fortunate to have early supporters who really believed in what we're doing, and that trust combined with our advanced technology has just created a growing demand for our products. And as the product rises, so does our kind of sharp rise, right? So it's been a pretty incredible journey, and we believe that we're just getting started. Obviously our goal is to be a top 75 project here within the next 6 months, and so we're going to continue to work hard. I mean, I know that our all-time high is 80, and so the market is kind of suffering a bit, but one thing that's really unique about our product is that every time that there's a buy order within our products, the liquidity actually goes back to the bot. And so the bot leverages that liquidity into trading solutions. And so as the bot is profitable, which we're hitting about 93.7 to 94.5% accuracy on our bot, the bot actually takes the profit liquidity and does arrange buybacks. And so we're constantly buying back within the community. We're putting established liquidity into the product. And I think a lot of people really appreciate and respect that because I think for a lot of products, there's a lack of liquidity and availability in exchanges. And so that's something that we've done really different, and something that we're going to continue to do.
Okay, that's very clear. Also, thank you very much. And um, well, if you're such a powerful and successful project like you, I think you're increasing really good in a couple of months. That's what we did mention for nearly 15 minutes now. But there is no doubt that partnerships also impact the successfuls, like successes. I mean, and also it impacts your project. I think it's in my opinion, but if you clarify me if I'm wrong. So. Um, as a partner, I think you'll be partnered with NFL Labs and invested in Korea. So it's big investments you're going to do nowadays, and it's going to be, I think, more. So could you briefly talk about these partnerships and their contribution to your projects?
Yeah. So I guess I just want to clarify from the start that, well, I guess some people would maybe consider these partnerships, they're more of investments. So we actually invested into NFA Labs core business. We invested about 10 million, and a lot of that is actually for core operation and actually creating R&D together for our trading bot solutions and trading systems. In addition to that, we actually also invested into Titan Trading Platform, which is essentially an AI bot trading solution based out of Korea and Vietnam. So a lot of our institutional focus is around infrastructure-based products, trading products, solutions, and platforms. We've also invested into the neobank sector as well. So yeah, it's been great. I mean, a lot of these investments have sort of played a crucial role in developing our own AI trading technology, which we sort of firmly believe that when you really surround yourself with the best products and innovations, right, I guess it just naturally leads to better research, development, and products. And so that's really been our start from the future, or excuse me, from the start has really been our approach. And so, I think for us, we're going to continue to seek investments in the AI and sort of trading sector. And we're also going to continue with partnerships, right? I think there's a lot of chains that we would like to see ourselves integrated on. Right now, we're already integrated into a number of ecosystems, and so I think for ourselves, especially leading into Token 2049, we're going to have a pretty large booth. I think for us, we're definitely going to be looking to extend our partnerships and the availability of the products that we offer and solutions in the market that we think can make an impact in both traditional finance and regular sort of services.
Okay, very impressive. Before Twitter questions, I want to ask you a last question. Finally, so why should investors choose you? So, what's your attraction? So, do you have any attractions for potential investors, and do you have any active and future updates for or innovations that we can announce it here?
Yeah. So, look, obviously, everything is not financial advice, and so I guess would just like to clarify that to start. But one of the big reasons, in my own opinion, is we genuinely care about our community. And so our goal has always been to sort of create opportunities that are not just for high net worth individuals, but for everybody, right? Just these individual trading techniques and services that we offer through our technology. And so now that we've kind of looked at the overall market, we believe that we've made incredible progress already. Our token is already top 200 on CoinGecko, and we're just awaiting verification from CMC. We're gearing up for some additional major exchange listings. Obviously, that started here with Tapbit today, and we actually have two, potentially three more top 10 exchanges that will be listing on within the next 2 to 3 weeks. And as well as on top of that, we have a really exciting announcement that we're going to make here today. Our technology is set to be integrated into a top three financial institution here in the UAE. Those that are not familiar, we are actually a UAE based investment fund and payment gateway service solution. And so a lot of these we believe are kind of positioning us to achieve our sort of top 75 goal, which is by essentially mid 2025. We believe that with our market cap and sort of growing price, our full FTV kind of being hit within the next 18 months, we believe that we have potential to be a top 75 project. And so, really, despite a lot of what market conditions we're seeing now, we've really been able to hold that $69 for our token, which is a huge achievement in our eyes, especially from starting at 20 cents. So really beyond the technology and the achievements, I think what really sets us apart is that, we're making high quality financial instruments accessible for everyone and not just a select few. And so that's what really drives us. And I believe that's why investors trust us. And it's why we've had the support that we've had all along. Right. And so I think we're going to continue to do that. And I think that attracts a lot of investors to us and really makes us different from a lot of what we're seeing in the space now.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much, Jake. So far, you answered all the questions that I really wondered. And I think with my question, I think users and followers now clearly understand what's the project and what's the future plans and the mission and the aim, purposes, everything. But of course, there are some Twitter followers also. So they are wondering some stuff that they want to hear from your mouth. So if you're ready, I'm going to ask you 3 questions randomly our followers asked. I think the first question is coming now. What are the security measures implemented to protect the privacy and the phones of the users from the potential vulnerability and attacks, such as smart contract audits, multi-signature wallets, or other security best practices?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. So for whoever asked that, obviously, being a financial firm and a payment gateway solution, security is always one of our top priorities. And so I understand that a lot of, sort of companies and individuals say that, but we've really kind of taken several measures to ensure the protection and, of user privacy and funds. And so firstly, we've really undergone a thorough audit from Solidity. You can actually find that on our site. That includes both our platform and our smart contracts. So we're actually free of any vulnerabilities that we know of at the moment. Beyond that, we utilize multi-signature wallets to add extra layers of security for transactions. So really that we kind of ensure that no single party can move funds without consensus. And we also continue to sort of follow industry best practices, right? So we're regularly updating our protocols. We stay ahead of potential threats, and ultimately we care deeply about building trust and security for our users, right? And so I think a lot of that comes down to us as individuals wanting to be protected ourselves, right? I think at the core of it, we've been in the crypto space and we understand that these kind of things are possible, and so we take every measure that we can to safeguard our community and safeguard the communities that trust us through custody solutions as well.
Okay, of course, security is one of the important thing in the world. I think because people are scared about that. Yeah, thank you. So another question is, the questioner's own is like he's also investor. I think I'm a crypto investor and I only care about the prospect of the crypto and I choose. And tell me the reason why should I choose your token over the existing ones? So what is your token advantage that I can convince me change from my favorite token? Thanks.
Look, obviously, you're always going to have your favorite tokens and your favorite communities and things, and we'll never put down another token to promote ourselves, right? There's a huge number of people, and we really respect and admire a lot of projects in the space. But I think for us, we really understand where you're coming from, and so choosing the right token is all about potential and trust. And so for us, what we really think sets our token apart is really the combination of our technology, our real world integration, and quite honestly our team. And so right now, like I've already kind of shared before, we're already a top 200 ranked token on CoinGecko. We have these major exchange listings that are coming soon, and again, top two, top three of the top 10 that are out on CMC right now. We're also integrating our technology with a huge financial institution, the UAE, which will drive even more growth, which, again, kind of discussing a little bit more about our project itself, where the bot actually utilizes the liquidity that comes in through buy orders to drive buybacks. And so, again, by mid 2025, I think we're really aiming to be a top 75 token. And I think as an investor, we understand that you kind of really want to get into a project that has huge room for growth and will kind of deliver huge returns at some point, right? And we'll be launching our staking mechanism. Unfortunately, the problems of Telegram, right? But yeah, really by mid 2025, we're aiming to be a top 75 token, and we've consistently maintained that sort of 69 sort of price minimum. And so even in these tough conditions, our bot continues to perform. So really beyond the numbers, I think what really makes us stand out again is just kind of going back to how much we care about our community. And obviously we're completely doxxed. We don't really feel the need to hide our identity. It's something that we stand behind pretty consistently, and we'll continue to stand behind consistently. So I think really just looking at the project, if you want something that's sort of committed to growth and transparency, I guess I would say we believe that we're the right token.
Okay, thank you very much. And last question also, the investor, I think, that because he's wondering your team members. So, who are the key team members behind QAL tokens, and what are their backgrounds and the roles?
Yeah, so there's quite a few individuals. So I guess I'll just kind of go one by one. So I myself, Jake Seltzer, I'm the managing director of Quantix Capital. I essentially lead the overall strategy and operations of the firm. The venture partners are Samuel Nung. Sam really focuses on strategic investments and partnerships within the venture space. Wuchan Lee, a lot of you might recognize the name. Wuchan is a previously South Korean Muay Thai Olympian. He actually just competed in France in the Olympics, winning a silver medal. Wuchan is in charge and really brings a ton of expertise in tech and AI development, specifically in the Asia Pacific region. We also have Raghu Raj. Raghu is a venture principal for Quantix Capital. He's responsible for a lot of the business development and growth strategies through marketing. Raghu is actually one of the founders of Calyx Labs, which was one of India's largest semantic Web3 organizations. So Raghu has a ton of experience in building communities and creating marketing behind products. And then followed by that, we have two senior analysts, Marco Tuminaro and Rubens Rubini. Um, a lot of what they do is support investment research and market analysis, and a lot of what they focus on as well is sort of quantitative data analysis and portfolio management. So ensuring that the bot is staying profitable and overseeing its investments. And then finally, by that, we're actually backed here in the UAE by Bilal Al Habshi, which is the Al Habshi family. They're one of the royal families here within the UAE. Bilal serves as our legal advisor. So, one of the big things that we focus on is compliance with legal frameworks and overseeing a lot of the regulatory matters. And so, these are just kind of the key sort of members of the team. We actually have a total of close to 50 team members at this point globally, from our offices in Malaysia to London to UAE. And so together, we really feel as a team, we bring deep expertise in both finance, venture capital, AI technology, so on and so forth, right? So we believe that we sort of have all the tools to provide pivotal success to QAI and continue to grow this ecosystem and grow this into a product that's not only capable of creating amazing returns, but also providing huge success to the community that's part of it.
Okay, thank you very much, Jake. I think it was that today, and thank you very much for your valuable answers. And you make us very clear about your project. And I think all the investors, potential investors, or the people who are wondering you got what they wanted to got. So, what's your last subjects and sentences about EMA today, and what you want to say about
Yeah,
your
no,
last
I just
sentences to
wanna I
our.
just wanna thank yeah, I'd like to thank Tapbit for hosting us, and I want to thank obviously I think we at some point hit about 500 people in this space, so I really want to thank everybody for their time and listening and wanting to learn about our project. I really appreciate everyone who took time out of their day to hear what we kind of had to say, and look, we really look forward to continuing to work for you guys. I think a lot of what we do is very community driven, and just want to also give a huge shout out to the NFA. I see a lot of them in here, so I just want to give a huge shout out to them. We really appreciate your guys' support, and we really look forward to being part of your growth as well. And yeah, just this has been really great, and we really appreciate and thank you guys for the platform to allow us to share our project.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jake. So, ladies and gentlemen, it was our AMA this week. And please don't forget that the Quantix CL is already listed on Tapbit. As a Tapbit, as you know, that we are getting very bigger and develop ourselves with new and perfect projects. So, today, our new project was QuantixAI. So, if you want to hear more information and if you want to get some updates about all projects and our news upcoming, please follow our social media also. So have a good weekend for everybody and have a good day. Thank you for listening us.